Good morning, everyone. Today, we're taking on a huge challenge, hiking Vârful Toaca in the Masivul Ceahlău, one of the highest peaks in Romania, at an impressive 1,904 meters, or about 6,247 feet above sea level. This is no simple hike. It's one of the tougher trails here, with rocky paths, steep ascents, and the famous stairway climb near the summit. They say it can take anywhere from 4 to 6 hours to reach the top, depending on your pace and how many times you need to stop. We're both so excited for this, but honestly, I'm a little nervous. It's our first hike together, and it's by far the highest and hardest climb we've ever done. Locally known as the Olympus of Romania, this mountain isn't just a physical feat. It's a place steeped in tales of heroes, sacred legends, and breathtaking scenery that draws hikers and explorers from all over the world. We're ready to take you with us. Let's go! Our first stop was the Information and Documentation Center in Durău, where we registered and paid the environmental fee, 15 lei each, so a total of 30 lei for the two of us. With the red and white markers as our guide, we set off around 11 a.m. It was chilly, so we layered up with extra hoodies, which, as you'll see, we'd end up regretting.
Yep.
To hike.
Preparing for the big.
As we started climbing, it didn't take long for the cold to turn into warmth from the intense effort. Soon, we were sweating, peeling off layers, and quickly realizing how misleading that cold start was.
How it is so far? How it is so far?
Good! Each of us had a liter of water, but as the trail steepened, carrying the extra weight became tougher. I ended up stashing my bottle under a tree, hoping I'd remembered to grab it on the way back. Into the woods, we just rested for some time. Look, there's more to go. Oh, shit. Look how much we've been. Can you imagine? I went through that one. And
We will have 2 more hours.
look. Much more. It's all hike, totally 100% hike. No flat surfaces at all. The first part of the hike was all uphill without a single flat stretch to catch our breath. But then we reached a peaceful river crossing near Stena Panagia, and it was such a beautiful break. The sound of water flowing over rocks was so refreshing. It felt like nature itself was cheering us on, helping us reconnect with our surroundings and relax in the midst of this challenging climb. Come on, Pip. Come on. You're so slow. Finally, we arrived at Stena Panagia. This was the perfect spot to take a break and recharge with some chocolate, while Pip had a much-needed cup of coffee. It felt amazing to stop for a moment and take in the view, even though we knew we still had a long way to go. Other hikers were resting here too, and after a quick breather, we set off again, following the familiar red and white markers. From the cabin, the trail led us into a dense forest and veered left. The path suddenly became narrower, rougher, and overgrown, and something felt off. I could tell Pip was a little worried too, even though he tried to stay calm for me. He checked Google Maps and it confirmed we were still technically on the right track, though not the main trail. I was so nervous that I kept thinking about what might be lurking, like Sherpy or even Ursi. Every step I reminded myself to trust Pip, holding his hand tightly as he helped me navigate the steeper sections. We finally began to hear the voices of other hikers and even spotted a few water bottles left behind along the trail. We felt an instant wave of relief to be back on the main path. It turns out we accidentally taken a much tougher, less traveled route behind the cottage.
People, we made it. Well done. Oh, made it coming from there to the right path over here. Oh shit. It was a good way, but a hard way. It's
Good
actually
way?
Yeah, because it was signed, but
It's a shortcut.
yeah, not short. It's not really a shortcut, but
Shortcut, I'll be happy.
yeah. Okay, let's go.
As we kept climbing, we reached a place called La Morminte, or the Graves. This site has a powerful history. It commemorates the Romanian heroes who bravely fought against German forces during World War II. These men are honored here, remembered for their courage and sacrifice in defending Romania. Standing at this solemn spot, I felt so moved by the weight of history that rests in these mountains. It's incredible to think that beyond its beauty, this mountain holds such profound stories of bravery. Farther along, we came upon Căciula Dorobanțului, or Dorobantu's helmet, an impressive rock formation with some of the most amazing views I've ever seen. I'll admit, I have a fear of heights, and standing near the edge of this cliff was an intense test for me. Watching other hikers casually take in the view, I couldn't believe how brave they were. My legs were shaking, but Pip's encouragement and laughter kept me grounded, helping me take it all in. Our next stop was Belvedere, a breathtaking viewpoint where we paused to take in the surroundings. Here, there's a legend called Cununa Zimbrului, or the Wisent's Wreath. It's said that the Wreath represents the spirit of the Zimbri, or Wisents, the ancient wild bison that once roamed these lands. The idea that their spirit watches over these mountains added a magical feel to this spot, as if the mountain itself has its own guardians. Then came Stânca Panagia, another awe-inspiring rock formation. This place is tied to Legenda Panagiae, a story of a woman transformed into a stone to watch over this land for eternity. The legend, combined with the breathtaking view, made it feel like we were in a place frozen in myth and mystery. And finally, we reached the Scary access Statia Meteorologica, the meteorological station access stairs. This part was intense. The stairs were steep, the exposure high, and the wind strong. My fear of heights hit full force here. Every step felt like a test of my courage, and Pip kept cheering me on as I clung to the railing, taking it one step at a time and doing my best not to look down. But we did it. At last, we made it to the summit of Vârful Toaca, 1,904 meters above the ground. The view was indescribable. From up here, we could see Lacul Bicas, or the Bicas Lake, the rolling peaks of the Carpathians, and endless fortress stretching to the horizon. It felt so real to be standing so high after such a tough climb. We took a moment to celebrate, snacking on mere and pere while letting the beauty of the scene sink in. The way down was a whole new experience. Now that we could see the drop below us, it felt even more nerve-wracking. But I kept telling myself, if I made it up, I can make it down.
I'm so proud of you, love.
Oh, I'm done now. Whew, let's go.
We're just resting a little bit as we're going down. And it's almost, what time is it?
Oh, no.
5 minutes to 6 p.m.
To 6 only.
Good thing we still have a bit of light.
We have
Look how we did there. And look what else is coming down there. Before it gets dark, for sure, we're gonna get there. And I will be saying, Amreu shit!
That's it. Well done.
Amreu shit! Hopefully.
Passing by that tree, I was so relieved to see my water bottle still there, a small but happy victory that felt like the mountain was cheering us on.
That's how you find water in the wood.
Now I'm happily carrying you.
We finally reached the base around 7:30 in the evening. Completely exhausted, but so proud. We celebrated with a heartfelt, Amreu shit! We made it. This hike pushed me beyond my limits, but it was worth every step. Now, it's time to rest up and plan our next adventure. Thank you for joining us on this unforgettable journey. Till our next adventure, see you soon!